One life. One heart. Target acquired. Target locked. Consummation. Consummation complete.
Well, I was out here plowing snow yesterday. My wife was cleaning off the car, accidentally hit the lock, so now the car's locked with the key inside. This is a Generation 1 Prius. Like a lot of cars, the door goes like this, but this car, it goes right underneath. This stands out. I can't blame my wife because I did it earlier, a few months ago, and it was like the worst car to get into. For years I've been using like door stop and little pry things for my garage to get in cars and rods, and I could not get it. So my son, who did a little tow truck work, got this Blue Point kit for doing this. So I need to get in here and get the brush to brush this off. Oh, wait a second, I can't get in it to get the brush, so I have to go to another car and get the brush. And this is northern Michigan, where the snow and the cold is like 18 degrees today, which isn't too bad, but a couple days ago we had rain. Even the freeway was like an ice skating rink. Well, this builds character, or sometimes it just builds depression and discouragement and wanting to move to Florida. You can bring the top of the door out quite a ways. It will bend and spring back really quite an amazing amount. I'm going to go get a rag and something to pry on this carefully to get this wedge in there, to get that in there. So I'll be back. Alrighty, I'm going to put a rag around this just to protect the paint. And it looks like I can get it right in here where I already put the wedge better than... It's kind of scary. You can just imagine the window suddenly shattering or something, but they're fairly loose in there. So you basically have two choices. It has a little rubber, kind of slightly grippy covering on the end that you can use in two different ways. One is I can try to manually pull the lock open, or I can use this to try to push down on the electric lock. You will not resist me. I will break in and get it control of you. Looks sort of like a little nondescript pod, but I like it. God doesn't want to have to try to break into your life, and in fact, He really doesn't, which is kind of interesting, isn't it? Probably a lot more people want to get in your life and control you and tell you how you should be doing things more than God. And then we say, well, God, I don't know if there's a God because He isn't telling me anything. Man, I might have to bend this thing. It's really close, but I'm wondering, how did I do that before? Well, there we go. It's now customized. Hey! Ta-da! You have to line it up over here, and then that's why I had to put a little more angle on it. And then I went like that and got it. And this time it didn't do that crazy thing where it decided it was being broken into and flipping the locks back after I flipped it. So I'm very happy about that. I think you can pretty much save the cost of it in one shot from calling somebody to fix it. Remember, God loves you. He wants to get into your life. He's being a gentleman. That's why maybe you haven't really felt like you know that God's around or not for sure. But He is. He loves you with all His heart, and He would like you to love Him back the same way. It's not just being a bored person doing your duty. So think about that. God bless you, and get a hold of me. I'd be happy to answer your questions or anything. Bye.